Hello and welcome back to the Europa Halo Nations Cup. This is our Group 3 game between Central Europe and Sweden. This is a massive sort of highlight game, my personal highlight of the whole tournament. And it's been matched up quite well. Both these teams have one win, and the winner of this game will go and play against a Spanish side. Spain one side, and the loser, the runner-up in this group, will go and play against France one. France one obviously been a massive team, and as we said in our stream night, you definitely don't want to be facing up against them.
Yeah, Spain won. Wiccan, Alex Fire, Mortal Juggler. I mean, good players, solid players over there, but France won. Shady, Legend, Sinister, Yaska. Do not want to play those guys if you don't have to. You want to make sure that you win this game. Definitely want to get yourself into a position where you can go longer, because that's what tournaments are like. Cups, especially online cups that can go even longer and longer. I've seen some go 12, 13 hours. They are a marathon. They are not a sprint. So you've got to be thinking about that. You do not want to go down early. You want to make sure that you're staying in the bracket as long as possible and not facing against those much harder teams, because that's going to exhaust you. If you've got to beat 2 or 3 major juggernauts early on in the tournament, you're going to be spent. You're not going to be able to go the full way that you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is a hard matchup for both these two teams, very sort of evenly matched on paper as well. But you say this is a hard matchup. If you lose this one, you're playing against that solid France squad of as you said, Legends and Shady, just to name 2 of them. And these are players who have performed so high. I mean, Legends won the Europa Halo FFA free-for-all tournament recently as well. But in terms of the actual teams here, Blaine and Beatley are the 2 players that stand out for the Sweden team. Lundy and Hercules are very, very good players, very good individuals. But Blaine and Beatley have been teaming together and playing together on the Skitlight squad since initial Halo came into bay. I mean, remember back in 2016, the Skitlight squad, Blaine and Beatley on that side. So they've been landing in team together a very long time. On the other side of things, Furu and Alien Engem are 2 players to look out for. The Central European squad made up of both Germany and Switzerland, combining their forces into this dominant squad. And I think it's a very, very evenly matched up game. And for me, it's very difficult to pick a winner, but I definitely think it's going to go to game 3. And if I really had to say so, I think confidently, I think Sweden will just about take it.
Okay, well, I definitely don't have a prediction for this one, so I just got to go to the opposite of you, just for the show's sake.
Just for the show.
Yeah, I got to go for that one. I think so far we're 1-1, so exactly. This one's going to be the tiebreaker. This is going to decide it. So let's get into this one. I want to see this action. Fathom CTF is going to be the first game that we start with. This is one of my favorite game types in Halo 5. Halo 5 really is about the verticality. It's about the movement, and this map is like a jungle gym. It just has some of the coolest routes up to top. Middle, you've got about 4 or 5 decisions you can make. You can do a cool little thrust spring jump off the first little I don't really know what to call that. It's sitting in the courtyard. You can just do this crazy little jump. Oh, yeah, like a pad. I don't know. But you can make that jump. Then you can make the little side jump that's above the water, above sewers. And you can also make a front jump that a lot of people don't know about off of the other little generator ramp thingy.
Ramp, I guess, yeah.
But so there's multiple options to get up to the camo and to take top middle control. So that's another thing that I like, is that there's a lot of sneaky plays that can be made. And another thing about it is that the spawns are very predictable. Like, there's only like 3 major spawns. Yeah. You've got the generator room, you've got over by the garage, and then you've got over by silo. So 3 major places. So once a team takes control of this map, they actually take over. It is difficult to get out of your base.
Yep, and we're jumping on board with Alien NJ, and he's going to do one of your initial jumps you mentioned towards that camo straight off the bat, and they should have, I believe that was a burn, as he didn't check the initial blue treehouse, and at the moment it's all he said. Battle about that top mid control at the start of this game. Fathom, you always want to have that player top mid pressing through, but Sweden look absolutely soaring through into the Central European base. It's already a flag grab, maybe a bit of a bit of an early one, as they didn't have the numbers. And it looks like Sweden just have that early aggression, but it seems to be working out very, very well as they've made it towards the other side of the map. Beatley in a position, but all of the Central European players swarming that reset. It should be a reset here for Central Europe.
It's going to be that player threw it right to an enemy player, was able to just hop on the return. I mean, he didn't even have to hop on it. It was thrown under his feet. He immediately got the return. The railgun was not put to as good a use as I thought it could have been. That railgun could have easily secured them that first cap. But unfortunately, it is all reset here. We've got 3 players going to be in generator room. They are looking to jump out. We've got a nice little trade coming out of Blaine there. Hercules also going to be able to pick up a kill, make that a double onto Alien and Thuru.
Huge kills from Hercules there. A nice little jump up from Spore to get top mid control. Both these two teams are playing incredibly fast Halo even. And it's almost top mid's being cancelled out at the moment because both teams are just soaring into each other's bases. We do finally get a bit of a slower play here. Spore tries to control his top mid, get a player out of the treehouse and look towards their own blue treehouse here. Nice shots here, good shots into Spore, oh, but good kill in the end coming out from Beatley as the battle for top mid is still taking place.
Yeah, in the next 10 or so seconds, this is going to be the camo popping up. Both teams are just kind of spread out looking for kills. We've got a nice little double kill coming out of this player. He sees someone top middle, and he is going to get taken out. He should have waited for his shields. He just needed a few more seconds, but that's okay. His teammate is going to be there, and he secures the camo.
Yeah, that's camo going on side of Central Europe, Alien NJ, and they have the flag out as well. So he needs to just play his life here, be a nuisance against the Sweden squad, get some shots down as the flag is going to be returned. He doesn't have the help he quite needs. So it's just staying about alive, staying on the Swedish side of the map. Maybe grabbing the flag, throwing it out and passing it to your teammate. But he does go for a run himself, does get the slays, and Alien NJ is pushing his flag. A great run, very quick run. He's already back towards his own gen here. This could be the first cap of the game. Fantastic plays from him with camo and the flag grab as well. Not even a shot taken against him. He still has about a quarter of his camo to use as he tries to push towards top middle here. It's a fantastic play.
Yeah, back-to-back precision shots by the railgun is going to be able to make that happen. Also, very intelligent play with the camo. He was making sure to time his kill properly. He did not just immediately start shooting everybody. He waited and was listening to his team's comms and was like, okay, this player's no shields. I'm going to go for them first, and then I'm going to pop in and get a flag. And he realized the situation and was able to move in accordingly. Very nice job so far out of these players, but now the aggression is being matched, and there's going to be a counter to that cap, but that is not going to happen. Light Rifle shuts it down with a double.
Yeah, fantastic play and getting that return on the board with Fury. And now we're jumping up towards top middle as he just straight away return top middle, almost like in a split second of each other. Nice nade onto the player, pushing into treehouse, and that's just comms for you. His teammates would have called out that comm play there now. A nice nade again, great play from Fury, holding this top middle. And he sees the players, knows the players are spawning silo, and as you said, there's only 3 places they can spawn. They look like they're running the second flag, as it is now 2-0 up to Central Europe. It's a great start from Central Europe here.
Yeah, a good start is great. Railgun in the hands of Lunchy. Lunchy going to be able to do some things with it here. He's got a 3-on-3 situation, but he gets taken down. Now it's going to be a double kill out of the player on your screen here, Mr. Spa. He gets the third as well. So much confidence out of him. That's going to be able to secure the camo. He has got a lot of work to do right here to end this one. He just needs to play it cool because the whole other team is going to be spawning in front of him.
This has just been an absolute controlled and organised masterclass from the Central European squad so far. Killing spree from Spore here. Still has the camo. And these camos have been utilised so well from Central Europe. Every single camo been played, apart from the first one, which was originally burned, but all the camos which have got out of their lives, just playing so well, and it's almost just putting the pressure on Sweden. A nice kill though there from Hercules, killing Spore with camo, but the flag is still being ran, and Sweden need to focus on this as this is the last flag of the game. So it is now bottom middle, and as we stress again, the loser of this game will play against France 1, the Legends and Shadies squad here. So nice nades coming in from Sweden here, but they're almost destined for flag here, Central Europe. Another touch coming in through Central Europe, and they still have flag control here. It's a bit of a scrappy one, but the flag is still out for Central Europe, as Sweden is still being put on the back foot. And a nice grab. This should be it. Through his one shot. He's made it into the flag, but it's there. His teammates there for him, and it's 3-0 to Central Europe. It's a fantastic opening game for them as well. And it looked like the aggression from their side was so organised, which is something you don't necessarily always see with aggressive squads. Their organisation was just on top level there.
Yeah, well, it was wonderful. And a lot of the times you would see individual players just popping off, like we saw there at a Spa, Mr. Toby there, just putting up a show. Like, I think he was taking on about 3 or 4 members of the other team by himself. There was a few times that he got some help, but ultimately he was able to pull out some crazy individual plays. Mr. Alien in J playing the objective to a T, 2 grabs and 3 captures out of him. Just very good efficiency out of both teams, really. Both teams doing a good job at maintaining their ability to play objective. Unfortunately, the Slang was not on top of the side, of Lunchy and company. They were not able to take anything away from, the amount of slaying that was happening on the other side. It was just too good. 21 kills from Spa, just unreal amounts of slaying. He was the only one with any power weapon kills on his team with almost 3,000 damage. The guy was just having a game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Spore was a standout player on that squad, but around him, the objective work from his teammates just allowed him to have that top middle control, and allowed him to sort of be comfortable just being able to slay out. And I think what we've seen so far, Nighty, in a lot of these games we've casted, is there's always been that one standout slayer. There's one sort of big performance coming out from a squad, and Spore definitely had it that game. So it'd be nice to see. And also, we mentioned about before we start the game, top mid control, and that's where Spore was found most of the time, just almost being that guardian angel for his squad who are trying to pull the flag and push out towards the lower sub areas and yard areas as well. So nice play from Spore, but a nice play overall from the whole of Central Europe. So very good first start game there.
Yeah, and Sweden's going to get back into this one. They have really got to start playing a lot better. They are not doing anything individually that tells me that they are going to be able to win a game. This looks like a really quick 2-0 from me. That was just absolute domination. Like you said, it was very good organized play, but at the same time, it didn't look like individually there was any contesting whatsoever. Yeah. It looked like they were very outmatched. Sweden just has a really tough hill to climb.
Yeah, exactly. And again, coming on to Truth Slayer here, another game where I think it's going to suit up against Central Europe, having just seen that last Fathom game. Top mid control being key. Again, the camo obviously a major part of it. And I think mentioning back on that Fathom game, I didn't remember a time where Sweden got any camo. And they might not even contested some of them. They might not have known times for some of those camos. It just seemed that Central Europe always had a top mid control. And again, there's a lot of good plays from Sweden, but a lot of their plays came from their own back gen, like clutch sort of double kills or whatever, when they're on the defense, never on the breakout. There was never some good plays in the other opponent's base. But it was nice to see it was a very quick start, very, very quick start from Sweden. And I want to see that again. I want to see initial pressure coming up from Sweden and definitely trying to hold it more so than they did last game. And they need to focus on P side here. Definitely, and more towards top mid. They just didn't really focus top mid in that last Fathom game.
Less reactive, more proactive. You want to see them be the aggressors. It's just the natural flow of Halo. You want to see them start to swarm. Sweden need to do that. They need to move together, because a lot of the times that's exactly what you saw from Central Europe. They were just sticking in twos. They had pairs. There would be 2 top middle. Like a lot of the times you don't see that in like random matchmaking or customs where people aren't used to playing together. They're playing as a team. They're playing as a unit. When the camo was about to pop top middle on Fathom, they were 2 there ready to rock and roll. If one player was taken out by a random grenade or lost his battle and was taken out, another guy was there ready to grab it. And that's the kind of thing that you want to see coming out of Sweden as well. Sweden needs to step up right now. This could be the end of it for them, because if they got to play a team like Spain 1, Spain 1 is just too good. Like you said, legend, unreal. We've been watching him throughout Europa. He has been so stupidly amazing. That guy is one of the most individually talented players in all of Europe, as far as I'm concerned. From what I've seen out of him in a lot of these online tournaments and at the Greater Toronto tournaments that he's been joining, like, he just is phenomenal. Some of the plays he can make.
Yeah.
So if Sweden wants to stay away from that guy,
exactly,
you don't want to run into that brick wall.
And admittedly, none of these knockout stage games are going to be easy matchups, but having that Legends and also Shady, those are two aggressive, really high-skilled players. The individual skills across the board are just fantastic between them. And I don't know if Central Europe and Sweden have been looking at who their next matchups are.
Right.
But if they
they probably don't even know.
They're definitely going to be saying, right, we need to win this game. We need to win this anyway to have a better chart. And it's definitely going to be a big wake-up call if they don't know they're going to be playing against France 1 if they lose this game. But we are jumping on board and we are starting as AJ Sports looking towards that camo. But he's getting pressured by Sweden, and Sweden do pick up the grab. That's Lundy with the grab on camo here. Can he have out his team? But he's getting great team fire from Central Europe. Someone Car 1 there firing down on towards Lundy. A fantastic play. 4 dead already from the Swedish side, and they're just being spawn trapped already in the bubbles as Alien Engine picks up 2 nice shots from Spore in the bubbles here. And we're on board with Gottschalk as he's backing up behind another player. Sees a player here, just sneaking around, going for the back whack. Nice kill. And it just seems like a great start again from Central Europe. They just picked up exactly where they left off in that last and opening game.
Yeah, having that happen where you go 4 down in the beginning and you also lose control of camo and you don't even get the trade, that is worst case scenario for the beginning of a true Slayer game type. You saw right there that the camo player was basically, he was queuing up the theme to Jaws. Da-dum, da-dum, was just like stalking his prey off their spawn. That's exactly why you don't want that to happen. Just the worst possible thing you can see off the rip. But it's still, pretty decent game right now. 12-9. They've actually been able to reset from that unfortunate start, and they're getting themselves back into this one. So hats off to Sweden, really taking it to him right now. Lunchy being a big part of that, really holding it down over here. He probably should have waited for his shield right there. He got a little too anxious and was able to get picked off too easily. In the next 30 seconds, the new camo will be up.
Yeah, and it's all about P control here as Blaine is trying to find the Central European player and Guz get the kill on him. So it is Sweden with the camo control here, the P control, as the camo is about to be coming up in about 10 seconds or so. They know that they're communicating that the Central European player is going to all be spawning car side here, as we're still on board with Blaine. He sees 3 players in front of him. He's going to be communicating that with his teammates and hopefully get some help here as he's closing down on the wrist of the Central European players. It's a nice kill, nice shots from Blaine, but they still need to control this camo side, as I don't know if anyone's picked it up yet. I'm looking on board, and it is Furu on Central Europe. So despite the fact that Sweden had that control, they collapsed a bit early, and Furu has the camo. Maybe that was Central Europe knowing what time it was coming up. He's got the plasma pistol, and now he's going to hunt his prey down. There's the first. Knows the second's around P side as well.
Shark is in the water.
Number 2,
double kill.
KC number 3. Backs down, tries players alive. Nice team shot from the Sweden mode, but still 2 kills that camo. But the game is close, and Sweden do have the lead at the moment. 19 kills for Central Europe, 22 for Sweden. So despite that camo control and initial great start from Central Europe, Sweden have got composure and they're back in this game.
Alien keeping the pressure onto Red. He's trying to help his teammate out there. He loses his teammate, so he knows to back down. Sometimes you just have to realize when to just give up a kill, let it go. You just want to get back together with your teammates. That's an unfortunate loss right there. You really should have won that battle. You see that the Swedes are coming back, baby.
Yeah, Swedes are making a comeback here. They're just hunting down AJ Spore, the last player up on the Central European town. He's just been shot by about 3 players there. And they know where Central Europe is going to be spawning here as well. Nice shots from Lundy. Gets that perfect kill. There's going to be another player. They're just absolutely playing confident here. And this is a confidence they didn't have in that first game. So it's great to see Sweden have switched up here. And they're trying to put it towards Central Europe. Another good kill. But I didn't really like that push out from Lundy trying to solve there. So jumping on board with Blaine. He has P control there. Nice shots into Red as he pushes up into P2. And yeah, fantastic turnaround from Sweden. They're now 10 kills in the lead as well. So after that initial 4 dead, they're now 32-22 up.
Yeah, it's 3-on-3 at the moment. You want to see this camo being fought for. There is a player from Sweden ready for it, but he gets taken out by a great grenade. Now it is about to pop any second. Now 3 down for Sweden. Camo is up. That is going to get grabbed by Mr. Sled. That is Gottschalk.
Yeah, Gottschalk camo is quite a nice play from Lundy there. He ran out of ammo with his with his pistol and managed to still get a beat down trade. But it is Gottschalk with the camo. This could be the catalyst for them to get back into this game. So we need to see Gottschalk get into a power position with this, maybe get the PB, Plasma Pistol, obviously, and try and get some kills on board. But it seems that at the moment, Sweden are playing their lives. They must be looking for the camo here and just can't. I don't like this position from Gottschalk. He needs to get into a better position with this camo, as we see now, top middle, but it might be a bit too early as he's getting team shot from lots of angles, and almost that camo came to nothing there from Gottschalk.
Boy, I gotta tell you, I don't like anything that I just saw out of those camo plays. When you grab camo, you have got to play 100% different, and he was just looking like he didn't even have it. He was looking like he was just playing it regular, not really being a stalker on the map, not really using his invisibility to his advantage. He was just shooting from his window. He was shooting from his Eli. He was shooting from different locations where he should have been making moves. He should have been trying to wrap around the other team and be that shark in the water. But unfortunately, he was taken down because he was trying to make moves. I think he was just feeling the pressure. He felt like he needed to do something. He was doing too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you never want to be red 2 with a camo shooting at people top middle. You want to be making some sort of different positioning move here. But it's in a very, very close game. Only 4 kills between the two teams. As we're jumping on board of Hercules, getting shots down on P2. Nice kill for him. And Sweden definitely have turned up the pressure here now, and they seem to be in the driving seat. But the control of P is on the Central European side here, and they know the camo spawns as well. That camo was uncontested by Gottschalk. So if it goes to the next camo, Central Europe know the time, and Sweden are a bit out of the loop for that. But a big kill coming out here. Big kill from Hercules. Nice reversal coming from him, but the trade is there. It's now 46-40. So Central Europe need to turn up here. And a nice double kill from Spore. Can he get a triple? Nice kills from Spore. Can he get a final? Oh, he gets another double kill. So back-to-back doubles from Spore. Oh, and nice shots again. Nice shots from Spore. Big plays later in this game.
No.
47-44.
Oh, no.
47-44. Can Central Europe do his blade? Is one shot and he's going to get taken out. 48-45. There is in a lot of pressure here, though. Big, huge kills coming in from Central Europe here. 48-47 here. And Central Europe have control. But look at the people P2 here. Big kill from Hercules. If he can get this. Nice kill from Hercules. 49-48 here. Spore with betrayed up here. And this is all about this last initial movement. Spore is sat and P2 but grenades all towards him here. And it looks like Sweden are backing down. Sweden trying to slow this down, but all in red. Central Europe know exactly where they are. They need just a one kill, a one trade, and there it is. Hercules, massive play, and Sweden tie up the series 1-1.
Wow, that was a hell of a comeback right there. Sweden almost dropped the ball. They had an incredible lead there going for a little bit, but then all of a sudden, just the comeback from Central Europe was just tremendous. Lunchy doing a fantastic job at staying aggressive that game. 15 kills out of him. Pretty much the entire roster just doing a very good job at staying aggressive, pedal to the metal throughout the entire thing. They were down in the start, and they were able to bring it back, and then they got the lead. They did a tremendous job, even when they were getting into situations that weren't exactly to their benefit. Losing, going all 4 down and then losing the camo, not even getting the trade off the start. That's the worst thing, the worst way to start that game. And somehow they just were able to roll right through that. And I think, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but once Gottschalk was able to grab that camo, he really needed to do a lot more with it. The game was very close at that point, and had he not worried about getting damage put into the other team, trying to get that player off top middle, he needed to be the guy that was getting those players off top middle. He needed to be the guy that was the one that was wrapping around. You can't sprint and thrust top middle when you have camo. You're going to be seen. You're going to get called out immediately, and that's what happened by 2 players from the other base. They were able to put shots on him, and a player bottom car was able to take him out. So what needed to happen was him wrap around bottom middle, just jump. I mean, you don't even have to jump. Just walk out the front of your base, walk out the front, and then hop up to top middle. It's that simple. And unfortunately, Gottschalk was now able to make that happen, and that's where you have a 50-48 game. Just those minute little details, those tiny little plays that did not go in their favor.
So, Nighty, now that you've seen two games between these teams and the momentum now with Sweden, are you still standing by your Central Europe prediction?
Oh man, I got to. I have no choice.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be a cop out if I changed up now. I can't do that. No, I really like this. I really like how the Swedes are fighting back, and now we're in a game 3 tiebreaker matchup. This is going to be a big one. Strongholds on Eden is played extreme. It's a lot more about the macro. You got to be thinking about the big game at all times. And there's a lot to fight for. You got to be making sure that you stay on top of all the power weapons and power-ups and positioning. A lot of times you'll see that when you're playing objective, sometimes you got to let your teammates just take the positioning first. You got to know when to hop on the stronghold, get a three stack on it, or let 2 players roam and get positioning while you just get a solo cap. You know, those types of situations are going to happen all the time. You're going to get a lot of double dilemmas, and Eden is a big map like that where you've got to make some clutch decisions.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a huge game here as our first game on the stream, at least going to game 3 here. The winner of this will become the group leader or win the groups here. So 1 game to determine if you're going to win the group here. As we're jumping into this one, we're going to be looking at OS and camos. It's AG Spore going for this OS at the start. He's nice saw through, nice nades crop off, and he's going to get a OS, and he's going to get away with it as well. So no trade, OS in the hands of AG Spore, and he gets the first kill. Looking towards rockets. So nice start from AG Spore and the guys in Central Europe as he's hunting for player near blue here.
This man has all of the goodies. He is going to be taking out everybody. He is a juggernaut on the map. There is not going to be anybody that can stop him if he plays this one right. Mr. Spa doing what he needs to do. He's going to just jump into this stronghold. Very nice job to reset that. He gets the stick. No, never mind. He is just going to take him out. Doesn't want that extra damage put on his teammate, so good job out of him, and he gets the beatdown in, so good damage by Spa. I think that was a very good start out of him, but it's just not going to be good enough because now we've got points going in the favor of the other team.
Yeah, and it's worth to mention that Camo was burned at the start of the game, so Camo was out of the picture straight away, but Sweden had the control, so I think it's a nice play from Beatley in and around security, getting shots on players, helping his teammate in Red Nest as well. He'll get another kill here. As they're still controlling the catwalk, and almost security, for me, security control is crucial on Eden. That catwalk is the main prime territory for strongholds, but a nice kill coming out from Führer as they try to look towards Central Europe, getting 2 kills here, and they have catwalk control here, so it should be a cap for Central Europe. See the players outside Sweden pushing towards the blue bend. Nice shots from Alien NJ. And it should be cleaned up. Alien himself is going to get cleaned up as well. So some nice trades coming through from both teams as they're both still vying for control. But that light rifle from Führer is just causing havoc for Sweden. It's almost controlling nearly half the map just with that light rifle from that power position.
Yeah, so far, neither team really going the distance and just taking over the game. We did see rockets in the hands of Sweden just for a second. That is going to be blamed. He had them. Spa taking down the camo player, the player that was going to try to grab it. So now he is going to go up against a rocket player and an OS player. So that is where he needs to put his priorities. So far, that's not what he's doing. He is not making an effort to get up behind the OS or the rockets, and that's where he needs to be. Unfortunately, he's just getting the cutoff on this player. He is going to get the kill, almost traded, and he's just getting some support on his teammates. The rocket's still in hands of Hercule. Oh my gosh, that was the OS player. The OS is going to be taken down, and Spa somehow lives.
Somehow living there, Sport. I mean, he hasn't done much with his camo, but living all this time is sort of putting pressure on the Swedish sides, and he's almost single-handedly able to put pressure on Catwalk. Does get beat down the US and is finally taken out. I would have liked to see Spore do a bit more of that camo. He seemed a bit defensive around security with it, but it did work out for the most part in the end, and they do have a triple cap now for Central Europe as they're putting pressure towards Blue Bend. Spore will push down on the players in Blue Bend, but Blaine still here is going to get taken out, so still a trip cap for the Central European squad as they get another 3 dead as well. Alien NJ with the double kill. So nice plays from Central Europe. They're going to spawn the Swedish into that catwalk position. But almost now it looks like they're playing a bit reactionary. Central Europe, at least Aiden Ender is waiting for the Swedish team to push a stronghold before making that push themselves.
See, this is the perfect scenario that you want. You want to be triple capping and having that double cap over on the red side, having them spawn in red and just getting the spawn kills over and over and maintaining that throughout the game. That is the ideal scenario for Eden Stronghold. That's what you want to have set up, and that's what they're executing right now. Very good trade by Spawn to get that rocket player out of the conversation, because look at that. His teammate tries to grab the rockets, he's taken out. So now he got baited for that. That's 3 down for Sweden, but I mean, that's exactly what they needed to happen. The camo just popped. It was about 42 seconds. I think that was a player on Sweden. I'm not sure who grabbed it. We need to go on board with him. Let me just go through these players. It's going to be Blaine. Let's see what he's up to. He's got the camo. He's going to be on mid-cat. He's going to be jumping over to the catwalk. This is going to be a dangerous spot for him to be in with the camo. He does take out a player that's no shields, though, and he's making a play on the objective. He does get a player down to no shields as well, doing some damage here, playing the objective, getting the power-ups. Blaine doing it all.
Huge individual play from Blaine, but that has put his team on the board as well, put his team back in control of 2 strongholds. And he's still going here, 2 double kill on his 2 cleanups there. And Sweden are switching the pressure now towards Central Europe. Central Europe had a trip cap for about 60 odd points, and now Sweden have the exact same scenario. Let's see if they can hold it for as long as Central Europe, as they're just putting pressure. Both Central Europe all spawning in red now. They need to be pushing out, and Sweden. Oh, nice drop, nice kill from Blaine, but he is going to get cleaned up, and AJ Spore with a big double kill as he pushed towards catwalk. I'm liking the play from Central Europe here. They're going to get red nest, definitely. And it's a good contention, good kill from AJ Spore, but still for 2 points in control of Sweden as they are looking to get a foothold back in this game. As Aiden NJ is going to get a good, nice kill himself there, and it's just trade for trade at the moment, but Sweden's still in control of 2 strongholds.
This is a big minute right here. We're going to have Camo, OS, and Rockets all coming up. And this is a really big time for the Sweden team to get back into this one. They are currently triple capped, but they've got to get these slays so that they can grab these power-ups and power weapons. These items are going to be massive for their comeback. Very nice job at staying alive outside. That's going to help them out. 2 down. The Rockets
2 down on the Swedish side.
The Rockets were... I'm not sure where the Rockets went, but the camo is in the hands of Spa here. Spa's going to be huge here to make sure that they...
and Gottschalk, they both Central Europeans... the Central Europeans got both power-ups there. Gottschalk has the OS as well. Really nice play from Gottschalk off stream.
All
he sort
dead.
Of hid and stole that OS away from Sweden. All dead. Control back on the side of Central Europe. And Sweden played so well, but just couldn't prioritise for power-ups. That's probably potentially lost in this game. We do see Sweden catching catwalk, but they're taking red nest as well. 98-69, 99. This should be game over. But it's the cap the last second.
Oh my!
From Sweden.
The triple cap. The triple cap is coming in. They're gonna get that kill.
But it's free death. It's free death for Sweden now. Free death for Sweden. Blaine the last one up as he's looking towards trying to stop this blue band solo. 1v1 and a good trade here. So we're about to jump board with Spore. It's a nice trade off stream again. The Sweden still have control. Spore looking towards catwalk. He gets 1 kill, gets the double, gets 2 off a catwalk hit as they're pushing on pressure now. Looking for the 3rd player. Nice shots from Spore. Great kill, great shots. That should be the cap here. Oh, nice nade coming through. Big nade. Big capture in the end. What an end to that game that was. What an end, and Central Europe take it. Spore with a massive double kill and huge shots. Huge shots
at the end of that game. You know, sometimes you feel it, right? Like I've had this feeling in a lot of games like Counter-Strike, recently Valorant, where you notice that your teammates just aren't doing quite what you need them to do to win the game, and you're like, fine, I'll take it. I'll take over. I'll get it done. And there you go. Looking at the stats, Stronghold defense is 5 out of Spa. 5 defenses by himself. And looking at his KDA, 14.6 with 53% accuracy. The only power weapon kill on his team with 24 kills. The guy just had an incredible game. He was the reason why they were able to stay in it when the game was getting out of hand. I mean, you saw it. Sweden was about to win that game. If it wasn't for Spa being able to get some clutch kills and being able to take over and grab the grab the power weapons. I mean, he's a big reason why they were able to grab it. You know, when you have a guy that is that powerful on your team who is just really not backing down and just winning his gunfights and just being able to take on 3 players at a time without any assistance, that's pretty crazy. And that was a main reason why the Swedes were not able to get control of the camo or the OS. Yeah. They even lost rockets at the end, which that was off stream, but that was a big deal. Losing rockets in that situation, that's huge.
I think the turning point for me was Sweden had complete control. They had trip capping, and they looked like they had 2 down from Central Europe. But Central Europe still managed to grab OS and camo. And that was around the 70-point mark for Central Europe, 50-point for Sweden. That was such a big moment, and that propelled Central Europe to get towards that 99 points. But Spore at the end, getting that triple kill is absolutely huge. 18 assists, I'd like to mention, from Führer as well on the Central European squad, so putting down some shots across map from him. But it's definitely Spore's play at the end, that double kill. If he didn't get that double kill, and then that means that we would have put Central Europe back on Spore, so he spawned it back in red, and they would have had one more chance at trying to get the cap again. But getting that double kill, getting control of Catwalk, he's had his teammate with him there as well. And that's what won him the game right at the end, triple kill. Fantastic play from Spore. And overall, what a series that was. Central Europe to getting the better of Sweden. You go 2-1 up against me in the predictions. So well done, Nighty. And yeah, so that means that now we're going to have Central Europe will play against that Spanish 1 squad, and Sweden will play against France 1 in the knockouts.
Well, there you go. We got it all set up. That's your group stages, guys. We're going to go into the knockout portion of this cup, and it's going to be great. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but when we get back, it's going to get nutty. It's going to get
heated. So this is it. This is it from myself and United. It's been an absolute pleasure. But our time casting is up. We've casted some great group stage games, and that last one sort of pipped it all together. It was a fantastic way to end. And it's been an absolute pleasure, Nighty, having you with me here casting as well. Some great insight as well, and some great games we played. So yeah, that's goodbye from both myself and Nighty, as we're going to be passing over towards Schurzy and Wonderboy for the knockout stages. So we're going to go for a break now, guys. Have a good one.